So I just watched the footage back from the vlog I filmed about 5 minutes ago, and I'm gonna make a very conscious effort to not swivel the chair as much because I was basically swiveling the whole time, and to be honest, I feel like it both makes me seem more animated and really annoying because you just want to be able to see my face and talk to you, and if you're having a conversation with someone, they're not typically doing this the whole time, I don't think. So I wanted to talk to you today about running a business with, I nearly said terminal, with chronic conditions. Don't have a terminal condition, I have chronic conditions. And the chronic conditions I have three main ones. The first one I have is called psoriasis. It's the first one I was diagnosed with. It's the most visible chronic condition I have. And basically, I like to describe it as me being a rubbish Wolverine. My skin regenerates so fast that I get like flaky and scaly, almost like a lizard, but not as smooth in certain patches. Started at the base of my neck, and it's never truly cleared up at the base of my neck, but it sort of travelled all the way up my scalp and through my hairline, and now it's sort of developing on my forehead and into my ears, which is very uncomfortable, and sometimes it stops me being able to hear as much. It's flaky, so it generates more earwax to try and compensate for the lack of moisture, and then it just sort of blocks my ears, and it's all gross. As well as in my ears, it sort of develops anywhere I have hair. Like, I have my eyebrow here, and it's really bad in my eyebrow. This is sort of where my eyebrow grows sometimes. I've got a really bad patch here. It's all up in my hair. And I've never really had a patch outside of my face for my psoriasis, which is good because it can develop anywhere on your body, and I can think of numerous places where I would not want it to develop. But psoriasis is very weird. It's like itchy, it's red. People think you have dandruff all the time because it comes from my head. I actually did a croupier course. I was with 3 guys and then there was the instructor. It wasn't a very crowded class. Stay still. We were playing roulette one day and I was having a particularly bad day because my prescription had run out. I have like 4 different prescription treatments for different areas of my face, but I have one main one now, which is like a foam called Enstellar, which is like a spray, which is good because the normal gooey treatment is very hard to get into your actual hair. It just sort of gets caught on your hair and then it's stuck there and you need to wash your hair about 4 times before it gets out, but that's with any treatment, so you know, whatever. I had been playing and we were doing chips. I wasn't the dealer, we were all playing so someone else in the class had a chance to deal. Then when it was my turn to go be the dealer, I went up and swapped sides of the table, and the guy who had just been dealing came back to my spot to use my chips that had left, and he went, "Oh, what's this weird flaky stuff on the table?" And I just had to play ignorant because it's a bit awkward to be like, "Yeah, that's just the dead skin from my face there. You're like, you might want to touch it, you might not," because it's never positive. It's never positive. I passed a dude in Manchester City Centre and I just heard him say to his mates, "Oh my god, did you see that burn victim?" And it's like, I'm not a burn victim. Not sure if that's more offensive to me or burn victims because, like, you know, they might be able to get better and I'm never going to be cured of this. I have realised that this video is already a little bit longer than I wanted it to be, so maybe I could, you know, do like this is a little mini series, and you know, maybe if people actually like it and it gets any sort of interest, then we could move on to my littler things like trichotillomania or, I don't know, restless leg syndrome, but I'm pretty sure that doesn't really count as a condition. Everyone just has that, and I sort of come in and out of it as time goes on. But yeah, it can be especially awkward with my business, especially with this business, because obviously I'm on camera a lot and people notice, and I'm not really someone who wears makeup because I've just never had any interest in wearing makeup personally, unless I get a professional or a friend who actually is a professional to do my makeup for me, then I don't really do it because I don't think it looks that good, but it also irritates my skin, so it just doesn't benefit me to wear makeup in any way unless I've been specifically requested to do it for something. Like, I wore makeup for prom, I wore makeup for an awards ceremony that I had at college, and I can't genuinely remember the last time I wore makeup other than that. So I'm on camera and people can see these red patches that are on your face, or you go and you're trying to do some marketing and it doesn't make you as approachable because people worry if you're contagious or something, even though psoriasis isn't contagious, it's just my skin working too fast. It's not some sort of fungal disease or whatever, which is what some hairdressers think it is, but that's not really to do with my business. It's a bit awkward when I'm on camera, and no matter how good my lighting is, because I have improved it over many years, right now I've got some LED panels doing a good job, no matter how well my face is lit, it can make your clear skin look a lot nicer. Like, I don't really get spots very much, but if I do have a spot, really good lighting can make it look like I don't. but it just highlights the redness of the patches and makes it stand out even more, especially because of how pale I am. It depends how aggravated my skin is on the day. It really affects the quality of the video, because I don't think, personally, if I don't feel like I look good in a video, then it doesn't really convey a happy emotion in the video, which is what I want to do. I want to make people laugh, I want to make people happy, I want to educate people and make them feel like they're a bit more smart. I just feel like it sort of throws off my game a little bit, because I'm not an especially self-conscious person. I've always been a confident person. I've always enjoyed how I look, but recently that last thing has sort of lessened because I've had like other things go wrong with my life. Stress is a bit distracting. When you meet new clients, they can be like, oh, I don't know if I want to work with this person, they look a bit weird, because even unconsciously people just like being around people who look nice, and I don't feel like this makes me look very nice. I don't want anyone jumping in like, you're beautiful, you're amazing. Like, it's just factual that overgrown, decaying, flaky skin isn't a good thing to be around. I don't enjoy it. It's why when I do keep up with my treatments, because I can't do it every day, that would be insane, it takes forever, and you need to leave stuff in for like 8 hours a day, which is another thing. I can't leave the house if I am having a day where I'm doing my treatment, because it's sticky. If I've got stuff in my ear, I can't even use my phone without being on speaker, which obviously you can't do in public. Another bad thing about psoriasis in my job is one time I was on a shoot and I had to stand in as a boom operator because we didn't have a committed one. It was just people who weren't busy swapping in and out because, you know, indie. And I had to use inner ear headphones, which I hate anyway, but then I had to give them to the next person to swap out because I was the producer and the assistant director, so I had to go do something else. And then they were like, who used the headphones last? Because I was in such a rush I didn't notice, but all my disgusting ear gunk had stuck to the headphones, and it was like flaky skin and ear wax, and it was so embarrassing having to go out and like pick at these headphones because of a condition that I don't really have much control over. And yeah, thanks for watching, guys. Hopefully you've learned something, and I will talk to you later.